Hello and welcome to some more Star Citizen. Today I wanted to talk about what we can expect for CitizenCon, which is on the 9th of October, and will be a big celebration of Star Citizen, Squadron 42, as well as a big presentation of a few new upcoming features. Just as a disclaimer, I've grabbed all the info that I'm basically going to be talking about here from RTV, ATV, Gamescom interviews, and a variety of other interviews with CIG members. But some of it is my own personal educated guesses. All of it's obviously subject to change, so just bear that in mind. I would expect to see lots and lots and lots of 2.6 gameplay, and also 2.6 to go to the wider PTU at CitizenCon. So expect to see a little portion of that at the very least, and it's very much expected, in my opinion, that 2.6 will go live, or at least to that wider PTU during CitizenCon. But what other things are we likely to see? Planets 2.0. So in the 3.0 demo, we saw landing and procedural nature of planets, basically. We landed on a planet, we could see that there wasn't an artificial horizon, it was generated by the mountains and the curvature of the planet. This was planets in the most simple form. So the idea is to have planets as artist-driven as possible, and CIG have built or building tools to allow very detailed planet creation. It's been mentioned that we should be seeing vegetation, oceans, bodies of water, as well as more detailed planets. This is very likely to be shown at CitizenCon and hopefully be in 3.0 as well. I suspect that we shall see some other cool things that the artist-driven planet tools systems allow them to do in regards to highly detailed environments, but I'm hoping that we might get a little sneak peek, little tiny sneaky peeky of a city or something more industrial on a planet. So let's hope for that. Voice over IP or VoIP. In various interviews with Chris Roberts, he said that they've got something to show in regards to voice over IP at CitizenCon. We've also been told that it might be something quite exciting and unexpected too. With the audio in general, we know it's getting loads of work. It's incredibly important to them, audio. They've done lots of clever things where they bounce sounds off walls and surfaces to make sure that they come from the direction that they're supposed to come from, so that you are quite immersed with the audio, but also that there's lots of cool little ambient effects and stuff. The VoIP, the voice over IP, might have this tied into it, where it's bouncing off walls, or it could be that they've got this and loads of other clever ideas added to VoIP. It could be something quite awesome I haven't considered. I was hoping for something like when you talk, your mouth moves, like they did with the original Half-Life, that sort of stuff. Squadron 42 and a hard release date. So CitizenCon has always shown off some Squadron 42 and technology behind it, a trailer, some gameplay, some cool tech. This year should be no different. I am expecting a hard release date for the game, hopefully too. So they should say it's going to be released this day. That's what I hope so much. I actually expect it as well. There is always an issue of what to show us when it comes to Squadron 42. They don't really want to show us any spoilers, so we could see a repolished Morrow tour, maybe some out-of-context gameplay as a playthrough, and if they do that, I would expect us to show on a carrier, then on a ship, and then some more first-person shooter type stuff all mixed together for that combined arms kind of feel. Some more of the cast is likely to be shown as well. We'll probably see some more actors. There's quite a few now available on IMDb. If you look on IMDb for Squadron 42, you can see a big list of characters that you might not have known that were going to be in it, with the actors shown there as well. I would expect more interviews with some of those main cast, or even some of that secondary cast, quite possibly. There's some quite recognisable faces, especially from the sci-fi kind of esque industry. Orgs 2.0 and the communication platform. Again, in an interview with Chris, he was asked when was Orgs 2.0 coming out, and what's Orgs 2.0 going to bring. He said they have something basically to show at CitizenCon that we might be excited about. We've been told previously that Orgs 2.0 has been rolled into the greater project of the new communications platform, and in various monthly reports, they've described it as a purpose-built communications platform that's been adapted for many aspects of the game, which includes a completely new chat and forum system. The prototype at the moment is going to be in its first iteration anyway. Could be an update to the website as well. They've been working on that prototype, giving it some internal testing for a while, and they've set its first phase kind of release, I believe, coming at CitizenCon, according to that stuff that I've read on the monthly reports. A free flight. we're almost certainly going to get a free fly for at least a week around CitizenCon, allowing pilots with accounts already to try out some new ships, but also new players that don't have accounts to create an account and jump into the game and try it all out what the alpha has to offer at the moment for free. So guesses for ships, because I know people ask that sort of thing. I expect something like a Squadron 42-esque military ships, maybe, Gladius, Hornet, maybe something faster for racing too, like an M50 or a Mustang Gamma, stuff like that. Ship sales. So there are very, very, very there's going to be ship sales at CitizenCon, where it's likely a limited selection of limited ships will go on sale, so expect to see stuff like the M50 or the Crucible, things like that. But also, we're likely to have a concept sale. It's extremely likely that it will be the RSI Polaris Corvette. It seems like a very good time for them to sell that, either then or at the kind of holiday live stream. But CitizenCon, best time for them to sell a big ship like that. And this Polaris Corvette is fulfilling the role that the Idris left when it grew to the size of a frigate. It should be a military ship and the smallest true capital ship. I'm expecting something in the region of $500 to $600 if you wanted to grab it on concept sale, and I suspect it will fulfill a very combat-esque role, a little bit of modularity allowing you to do a few other things like command and control and that sort of stuff as well. There could possibly be other concept ships on sale as well, and it's possible that it's not the Polaris Corvette. I just assume that it is. There could be even other weapons, vehicles, because they've been showing off like the Ursa and the Dragonfly. There could be other stuff going on too as well. I don't know. Who knows? We'll have to wait and see, especially for that one. A showcase of the new network code. So we know that they are implementing a much more better network code for more players, less lag, high fidelity. They probably want to show off the possibilities in a slightly more enclosed environment of what that new network can do with how many players are going to be there, how good quality you can have it, the fights that you can have. So I'd expect to see something like that showcased. A few other less likely but maybes happening as well. HOTAS info. We're still awaiting new information about that Star Citizen branded HOTAS from SciTech. Assuming that everything's going well, I would expect to see some more information on it. Possibly it even go on pre-order. Also, the Titan suit. So we knew that the next Great Star Marine is supposed to be coming out at some point where they do like the next Great Starship. They get teams of people to try and build that Titan suit. I haven't heard much about it since like April, so hopefully they talk about the next Great Star Marine there and the Titan suit. I'm very interested to see what they do with big mech suits. Referrals and recruits. At the moment, we have referral rewards up to 42 referrals. I suspect we should see some more rewards, maybe all the way up to 250. They might show the case those. It seems like a good time for them to do that. For some people, that's not going to be relevant, but getting up to 10 recruits is pretty cool because it gets you a free Gladius as well as some other goodies. Creation tools for characters. So this is something that I hope we see at CitizenCon, and I think it's possible. So yeah, literally that. I'm hoping that we see the different character creation tools available for us in Squadron 42. Maybe the character creation tools that they will eventually allow us to have in Star Citizen, the MMO, and like Star Marine in general, the female character model as well. I think that might just be a 2.6 release thing, but I'm hoping that we get to see all of that new kind of customization, and I'm hoping that they implement some more of that item system 2.0 and all of that jazz, so that we can have a much more custom loadouts, much more custom character creation, all that sort of jazz. In-game star map stuff. So during the 3.0 demo, we saw a map like on the hologram of the Freelancer that one of the pilots was interacting with, and he double-clicked on, and it made them travel to Levski. Now, Chris very much made that clear that was very, very early work in progress, or that wasn't the product that he wanted for that. I suspect we should see a much better version of that at CitizenCon in some regard, with some new star map integration possibly as well. They've talked in the past as well about the service beacon and contracts. So the service beacon will allow you to call NPCs or players for fuel, repairs, help, rescue, a multitude of other things in space. This combined with contracts, so literally agreements made by players enforced by the game. So you could have a contract to take these goods here that a player's given you, kill these pirates, kill this player. Those combined are going to add so much gameplay, and I'm hoping that we see them implemented in 3.0, but shown off at CitizenCon. And the 3.0 demo was missing AI. We know that AI subsumption in its first iteration will be coming in 3.0, but I would hope to see some gameplay that shows off NPCs and what AI can bring to the table, not just in Squadron 42, but in the massively multiplayer online universe. The big thing that I hope for CitizenCon is them showing off more capital ship stuff. Whether that's gameplay in Squadron 42, or hopefully more likely, or hopefully I want to see it in the persistent universe. Not more likely, but I want to see capital ships in the persistent universe fighting. I don't really mind the scale of exactly what, as long as it's capital ships. I mean, I don't care if it's a huge fleet battle or just one-on-one ship battles. The whole scale of Star Citizen and the multi-crew nature of it, what kind of really does it for me, and showing capital ship gameplay is just... So I hope they do that. Lastly, careers and multiplayer gameplay. So everything I've kind of discussed here, I suspect that all of those multiplayer features will get shown off in some form of new 3.0 or future demo, literally showcasing everything that we've talked about into a single slice of live gameplay that will be available to us soon after CitizenCon. The co-op and group aspects of Star Citizen are incredibly important. Showcasing that is as important as showcasing the single-player Squadron 42. Just as important, I want to see that first-person shooter gameplay. I want to see that multi-crew gameplay. I want to see it all come together in something beautiful. And that's kind of it for my predictions and expectations for CitizenCon this year. Very much so, 2.6 release, I do think that's going to happen. More Squadron 42 reveal, and some awesome-looking gameplay of a much more advanced 3.0, what we're likely to see that could be dynamic and a bit changey and different every time from that like 3.0 gameplay that they might do. But yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe. So I've gone a bit off tangent now. I'm just thinking about what other things it could possibly be. It really does help me. Commenting on any of my Star Citizen videos and content until the end of September gives you the chance to win an Argate MPUV or one of my budget Star Citizen PCs that I made a little while ago. So don't forget to do that. Also, please tell me what you're looking forward to in CitizenCon. Do you think I've missed anything? Do you think I've over-exaggerated or gone, that's not going to be there? Whatever. Tell me what you're excited for. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the verse.